This sustainable living program is the first of its kind anywhere. It's a 4-year degree program, and the purpose of it is to help the students learn how to design, build, and maintain sustainable communities. So it takes into account not only the technical things like biodiesel or solar energy or wind energy and all of those technical type things, but also the social aspects, also the economic aspects, and even aspects like critical thinking. All of these go together to provide a real sustainable community. And of course, this fits in very well with the overall mission of our university, which is consciousness-based education. It's based on natural law, and with our sustainable living program, that is exactly what we're doing. We're going into the deeper values of natural law.
When we don't have that connection in our own daily life, through that connection to our own essential nature, that level at which everything is connected, then that's the primary sort of environmental problem, and it's an internal one. And I think in order to effectively address all the external environmental issues that we have, we really need to address that one first. That's the primary one. And that's the unique thing that we have at this university, is we have a way daily, it's part of our routine here. The students and the faculty meditate together every day. And then from there, we intellectually explore all the different solutions to all of our environmental problems.
We started off in the 03-04 school year with just 6 students, and it's approximately doubled each year since then. We have now approximately between 50 and 60 students. We try to make it as much of a hands-on program as possible. For instance, you can see here students in one class that were doing 4 separate projects at one time: a biodiesel generator, a wind generator, a solar oven, and a solar-powered cart. This was all going on at the same time in one single class. We want a really advanced, new, completely sustainable building, which will give back to the environment in terms of energy, in terms of water. So we want to put all of these characteristics into that one building, a living building. When you look at the overall building, it's more or less square. It's built according to the principles of Maharishi's Tapachavad, which takes into account orientation, placement, and proportion in the building. It will be off the grid with respect to electricity, heating, cooling, water, and waste disposal. So it will be a self-sufficient building environmentally. By combining these all into one structure, it becomes a building that teaches. It becomes a building that walks its talk. So the students are in an environment hearing about what this building actually demonstrates. There's a veranda on the east and west side, and solar panels that you see up here, and most prominently this monitor that's running east and west right in the very center of the building. The purpose of this monitor is to receive daylight and then have it directed throughout the building. If you look at this, you see here's the monitor, and the light comes in the south side of the monitor, and some of it hits this reflective panel here and bounces down into the women's restroom right in the center of the building. Some of it also comes through, hits this light shelf, and goes into the workshop. Likewise, over here on the south side of the building, some comes through the greenhouse, hits this light shelf, goes up, bounces off the ceiling, and comes down into an office here. So we have really good internal daylighting throughout the building, not just in the rooms around the edge.
I did some interior artistic renderings of the building, and this is the main classroom. A very large, spacious classroom with lots of windows and daylighting. And this is the central hallway. And this large central area can also be a gallery where students can have environmental artwork. This is the kitchen, and that will be really nice for both the slow foods course, which is a new course this year, and also for organic agriculture classes. You can pick your stuff right from the greenhouse and cook it up in the kitchen. And also for hosting events or workshops in the building, then we can use the kitchen to cater that.
My name is Vincent Batuel, and I'm a recent graduate from the Sustainable Living program here at MUM. My role in this project is I'm a LEED accredited professional. LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. There are 4 regular levels of LEED certification, and that is standard, silver, gold, and platinum. Now this building itself is going to surpass all the levels of LEED certification. It's going to be what's called a living building. And a living building is one that gives back more energy than it consumes. It's actually good for the environment.
The lead architect for this building is Mike Nicholas of Innovative Design. The reason we chose them is that their company is a leader in sustainable development. And in particular, their specialty has been buildings that teach. They have built hundreds of schools that use and demonstrate these green technologies. We have Mike Nicholas on the phone, and he will explain his role and involvement in the building and the significance for him.
This is Mike Nicholas. I'm president of Innovative Design, and really happy to be part of this project. We see it as one of the more significant projects to come along in green architecture in quite a while. We've been at it for 32 years. Not have we once had the opportunity to get engaged in a project like this. It's unique because it's not only going after a net zero energy strategy, but also one that has a net zero water and waste strategy. There's no building like this on any university campus, any commercial building like this in the country. So it'll be a real show place. We were involved in the design of a North Carolina Solar Center years ago down in Raleigh that's affiliated with NC State University. And they've had tens of thousands of people that would go visit this every year. We see that same opportunity, but more so up there in that it'll be very unique. I think it's going to be a real important building. Real happy to be part of it.
People have asked why I spent so much time and effort in developing this building. And I think the reason is that I looked at David Fisher and his department and what they were doing with so little, and realized if they had an adequate facility that they could actually produce miracles. The university has a great department, great students, a great program and curriculum. It needs a facility to support it. And it's very much like having a medical school without a medical building at this point. Here's how the financial structure works. The university has provided this site right next to the new student center. And then the university is soliciting donations to fund the working drawings, to finishing the lot, to providing utilities, in which in this case is the wind turbine, the solar voltaic panels, and a leach field for the living machine for the sewage. The trustees then put up $300,000 and take out a $500,000 loan to build the building. We have committed about $450,000 in material and labor. That together gives us enough money to build the building. So what we need from others that have the same vision that we do and see this building as important and valuable is we need donation of services, materials, and cash. And so these are the ways that you can support this. The vision and goal for this building was a building that teaches. It teaches sustainability. And we have found that it's actually taught that throughout the course of its development. From stimulating the faculty to educating the entire university body about sustainability. When we started this project, we had to explain what LEED certification was. Now the campus has made a commitment that all their buildings will be green. We can really only just begin to imagine what the value, what the result will be when we have this building. When we have students actually learning in a building that demonstrates the technologies that they're learning about. And we have faculty doing research in this building with this kind of resource behind them.